shit.
Doesn't that song get you so pumped up, bro?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Sitting Ringside. This is episode number 217. As always, I am Robert Villa, and with me, my homies, Joey Jenret, Mark Ambu Miller, and Rudy Lara. What's cracking?
What up? What up?
What's up, fellas?
What up? What up? Guys, we have an awesome show tonight. We have the one and only UFC vet, MMA legend, Mr. Keith, the Dean of Mean Jardine. He should be jumping on here pretty soon. But before we get started with him, let's do our quick shout outs. HK USA, go to hkusa.com. Show your support to them as they show support to us. And also to our streaming partners, Triller TV, Flow Combat, ESPN Plus, The Zone, and MMA TV. And quick shout out to all the promotions that we work with. If you want to find out who they are, go to the website, click the more button, and you will see who we work with. Yeah, buddy. Also, a quick shout out to Foxhound Fuel. Go to foxhoundfuel.com. Click the QR code that Rudy's going to display there on the screen so you can get yourself some good supplements. I use them. I love them. Good fellas that run this company. Use our discount code FBMMA for 20% off. You can get yourself a sample pack and see which flavor you like. Also, for the fellas, if you want to wear some comfortable underwear, go to my buddy, John Tyler, johntyler.com. Use our discount code for 20% off Fightbook or click the QR code there. Also, we have Foco, they sell bobbleheads. Click the QR code there. Show your support to them. I just published an article about their new bobbleheads that came out, so go check it out at the website. And also two new people, Elite Sports. Go to Elite Sports and to Born Tough. Elite Sports is right there. The QR code is there. They have awesome gear, awesome backpacks, gym bags. I mean, Rudy's got one of their punching bags. They got a lot of good shit, man.
And it's only
also
$60.
Tough.
It's
I
a
know,
really
right?
badass punchy kit. So get it. $60. You can't beat it. Heavy bag.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Also, Born Tough. They have a lot of nice clothes. Very comfortable. I have a couple shirts of theirs. Click that QR code and show your support to them as well. There you go. They have the camos. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff, man. Go check them out. And Rudy, who else do we have?
Oh, my favorite Shell Shock CBD. Use code FBMMA for an additional 10% off your order. Our favorite thing to order is a bundle deal, a 4-pack. Get it for $19.99, 10% off. And the favorite CBD lube. Ladies love it. It's the highest rated thing we sell, so get it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Bunch of people are clicking our QR code. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you can't
all right,
relax,
guys.
the lube will.
Let's do the quick rundown of the events that are happening this weekend. Oh, well, before that, if you want to show your support to us so we can keep doing what we're doing and love doing what we're doing, click that QR code and donate. Donate 50 cents if you want, $1. And it'll go straight to the podcast.
So I think, brother, before we do the rundown, we can bring our guest on. He's sitting in the lobby waiting.
Bring him on. We'll do the rundown after. Right on. Yeah, buddy. We have the one and only UFC vet, producer, actor, all around badass, Mr. Keith, the Dean of Mean Jardine. How's it going, brother?
How you guys doing? I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on.
No, man. The pleasure is ours for you to be joining us, man. We really do appreciate it. Um, Keith,
Man, I had to sit
you
through all those
just
sponsors, man. You guys are kicking ass.
Hey, that was a rundown,
What-
and Roberto did it kind of fast.
I
I know.
remember when I used to have sponsors. They used to be nice to free stuff.
Used to fight
Yeah,
back in the day when they had it plaster all over y'all shorts.
Oh hell yeah, man! That's we made more than that than the fights.
oh,
That was kind of a
I
rough
know
up
you
deal when they
did.
got rid of that, you know.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because then like there's only like 2 T-shirt companies in the UFC, and they'd be like, well, this is the price, you know, like there's no negotiating up. It's like, well, so and so got this much, and so you're getting this much, and it's like, you get 20 grand for a shirt, now you're getting like 5 grand for a shirt. That's what happened overnight.
Damn.
Yeah, that's messed up. Y'all were making bank with sponsors, man. I mean, the sponsors is what kept you guys going and wanting to fight. I know back then the UFC wasn't really paying as much as they are now, but still, I mean, sponsors was it. Then they come out with the
Sponsors,
whole Reebok.
yeah, sponsors, and then Uncle Dana would just write you a check if you had a good fight, which was always way bigger than your fight was.
Nice.
So what? So when you were in the UFC, what was your biggest paycheck for one fight?
I think when I fought Quentin, I got I think I got 150 for that fight. Um, that was one of my favorite fights. I lost that fight, but it was such a good fight. I got fight of the night, and Dana was so happy he gave me my win bonus anyways.
Man, I wouldn't know what to do if they gave me a check for 150,000, boy.
I know what I'd do.
Shit, hit me
What?
again, dog. I can see them dollar bill signs.
Yeah, it don't hurt that much.
It didn't hurt that bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, Keith, let's talk about your movie, man. You just finished wrapping that up. I know you're in the middle of editing. Talk about
Yeah,
it,
man.
man. How did all this come to fruition?
I just you know, I've been working as a stuntman and an actor for a long time, and I don't know how long to give the story, but one thing about actors is you always think that like that thing's right around the corner, that you're gonna get that call, you're gonna get that audition, and bam, you hit it, you made it. Now you bring money, now you're in all these movies, and you're making, you're a star now. It's not about being a star, but it's about making the money, right? Making a living. But you know that's never gonna happen. That happens to, like, man, if you're 18 and you look like Brad Pitt or something like that, you might make it that way. Everyone talks about like how Harrison Ford started in his late 30s or 40s, but like like that's one out of like how many people? Like, so
Right.
like just waiting for that phone to ring, waiting for that audition. Like, I got some big things, you know. I was a series regular on Godless. I worked for Paul Thomas Anderson with Joaquin Phoenix. I did all these things, but it still wasn't hitting, you know. I was still struggling down on that road, you know, trying to get recognized for being an actor, and getting better parts than just thug number 2 and that kind of stuff. So I started writing, and I I could barely write a business email. You know what that's like, you know. I gotta, thank God they got ChatGPT right now. I'm not a great writer, but I know dialogue, and I read these scripts, and I see what's getting made. It's like I can do that. So I started writing, and so I wrote a Western. The first real thing I wrote was a Western, and I got a couple A-list actors attached to that, and that movie hasn't got taken off yet, but what that did is it got my other stuff read. So I got an MMA script out there. Um, I got my short that I did. So what I did is that after I did that feature, I decided, okay, I'm going to write something small that I can have my own, be my own person, and I'll be writer director, and I hire everybody I want and all that. So I wrote and did a short, and that was a couple years ago. And that short was a 4-time Academy Award qualifier, won a bunch of awards. I got Best Actor on it a bunch of times, and that's been like my best calling card. And because of that, I was able to get this feature made.
And that was El Paso 1155, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to release that probably next week or the week after. I'm going to release that to everybody. I'm going to set up a link and finally get everybody to see it, to build up heat for this movie that I just picture locked on Tuesday, my next feature.
I was just about to ask you, if you were going to release that to the public, and that's awesome. I was looking everywhere for it. I've been wanting to see it.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's got me, Cowboys in it. Tate Fletcher's in it. Brendan Fair's the lead in it, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. It's got kind of a lot of twists in it, and it's a little quirky dialogue, a lot of dark humor. That's what I like. And back to my story. So I got another script. It's barely is MMA. It's in the MMA realm, and production companies want to do it. Like Lionsgate read it, other people read it, and they want to do it. But then they're like, yeah, but who's directing it and who's producing it? Because it's clearly not going to be me. So that's why during the strike I rushed and put this Killer Cafe together, and I started writing it in August. I wrote the beginning and the end, and it started raising money, and I shot it in December. It was like the quickest turnaround ever. And
Wow.
The toughest, hardest. I took years off my life. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, man. And talk about the stress and the pressure of everything. I got people work for me hiring. I don't even have all the money yet, and just knowing that, like, if you build it, they'll come, And I set a date, and everything's got to fall in line, and thank God it did. And just like I just picture locked on Tuesday, and that's what it's been like. Is I can remember when I finally we crammed it into 12 nights, man. 12 nights from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. and at 5 a.m. the last night, I remember the countdown till we're done shooting, and just that dread of, like, did I get all the shots that I need, and is this going to be any good, and am I going to pay back my investors that were so kind and believing in me, and all these things, and now that I'm looking at the going from that to looking at picture lock on Tuesdays, meaning that I'm done editing it as far as the scenes and everything goes, is like, wow, we got a really good. Can I cuss on this? We got a really good movie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You can fucking cuss all you want, bro. You're hanging out with a bunch of dudes, bro.
Right on, guys. I got a really good fucking fun movie, man, and that's the goddamn truth. And I don't overhype my stuff. Like, I'm almost I love my short, but I'm almost embarrassed to release it now because my feature is so much better than it, because I've learned so much and all that. But man, like, I'm gonna be done with it in August, and I'm gonna sell it, and hopefully I'm hoping for a limited theatrical release on this, because it's a high concept horror kind of film. Like, if you guys watched History of Violent Nature, just came out recently. It's kind of the same realm as that, Yeah. But
if you need a 6'6", 320-pound boogeyman, I'm your boy.
6'6"?
Yes, sir.
God damn, that actually.
So if you need a giant for a movie, I mean, I can't talk because I got like an Alabama accent. But I can keep my mouth shut in a movie.
Keep your mouth shut.
Most of my roles, I got hillbilly accent.
I mean, I can turn it up real quick, like, you know what I'm saying? I can turn it up.
Goddamn.
Get your ass in the back of that truck, boy.
String them up.
Bring me the chain.
Yeah.
And if you need a Mexican, Keith, I'm just down the street from you, so.
Right on, brother. Right on, man.
So Roberto's 5 foot, 275 pounds.
He's a butterball.
That's the wrong way.
He's a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
I'm
So
5'8", 250.
You guys are joking, but that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to develop a production company here in Albuquerque called Broken Ear, where we're just, we have the talent here in our crew. We have the best talent in the world, and all these guys did Killer Cafe with me are used to working on $50 million movies for the studios. But a studio comes in here and does a movie, and they bring in their own people from LA for department heads and this and that. And I'm trying to do something here where we're kind of similar to A24. We're just doing movies with a certain flavor that people flock to just because it's from us. And it's all New Mexico crew and mostly New Mexico cast. And that's what I'm trying to do here.
Hell yeah.
Right on, man.
I bet,
Well,
I
you
bet
better let me
writing
know your
movies-
next movie, man.
I bet writing the movies and
Who's been
producing
writing?
movies. You said you write, correct?
Oh yeah. I thought someone else.
I'm just
said
saying
right.
that to me seems like it would be more stressful than a fight camp. Because like
It
once
is.
you put your stuff out there, because I'm a photographer by trade.
Oh
And
yeah.
so when you're sitting there, you're doing your edits and everything, and when you blast them out, you're like, that's what you're presenting to the world, because that's coming from your heart. You know what I'm
Joey,
saying?
Joey, you're so right, man. And it's like fighting. I say fighting, you're just naked in the middle of the ring in front of the world, bearing your soul. But when you send a script to somebody and right away, man, it is, man. You're just vulnerable and naked. And here's what's in my head, you know.
Yeah,
and I hope it doesn't suck.
And hoping they like it.
Yeah. And I've gotten just recently, last couple of years, I've really gotten the confidence. Is, you know what, I'm a pretty goddamn good fucking writer, and I say I'm pretending to be a writer, like you're pretending to be a fighter and pretending to be an actor, but no, I know I'm pretty good at, and a lot of it comes from fighting. I'll keep rambling. I can ramble on this forever, but fighting in general, to be a fighter is to be able to accept suffering. That's all it is training camp every day, suffering, going to suffer and being good at it, so you can keep going at it and chipping away and getting better. And then the fight itself is going through that suffering of the fight, which is the most suffering you could imagine. People like look at GSP or people like that thinking, oh, that guy's doing amazing, and like he's not even tired and all that, but you don't know that guy's fucking dying on the inside. Like you don't see it on his face, man, but his body's just literally dying, and he wants to get out of there and just to be able to endure that suffering. And that's what writing is, man. Every day you just go to it and just chip away at it, and it's suffering because you know, like it's not coming out right away, and you just got to keep looking at that page and keep doing it. And maybe I'm not a great writer, but I'm resilient enough to keep at it. I know I love movies, and I know what I want to see, and I know what I don't want to see, and I just cross off what I don't want to see.
So you say you love movies. Is this something you've aspired to do all your life? Did you ever see yourself doing this kind of work?
Always want to be an actor, even before a fighter. I didn't know what that meant, just because I come from a small town and low income and all that. And movies was always like escapism, and you leave a movie, you just feel a different way when you leave a movie, like anything is possible, you know. And
Right.
I always kind of had a dream of being an actor. And a funny thing I tell people, I remember when I first started training, and I had no idea what that meant and whatever, and how that would happen. But when I started getting the ears, I was like, fuck, man, I'll never be an actor now. I didn't know any better. And it's funny that I even had that thought, because that wasn't even in the realm of something that I was aspiring, that I was training to do, looking to do. But fighting gave me that. I fought Chuck Liddell, and 2 days later, I was seeing my doctor in a small town in New Mexico, and Brian Taylor and Mark Neveldine were sitting in a restaurant in that small town, and they were the writer-directors of Crank, and they were doing a movie, and they asked if I wanted to read for their movie they were doing in Albuquerque, and I got my SAG card basically 2 days after I fought Chuck.
Wow.
That's dope.
Yeah. Best thing ever happened to me.
That's amazing, man.
So
do you have it?
You've got quite the IMDb catalog there, man.
Thanks, brother. Yeah.
So what was the first major purchase when you got your first big payday? What was your first major purchase?
My first purchase for the UFC was my condo. Put a down payment on my condo.
Smart.
Yeah, my second favorite thing I got from the UFC is my motorcycle. I got a condo on a motorcycle, but
do you still have that bike?
Oh yeah, I got that bike.
Yeah.
He
I
said, "Hell
remember you
yeah,
used
I
to
do."
post.
Over here asking me
You,
stupid
you,
ass questions. What's wrong with you, boy?
you would post Instagram reels with you and riding your bike. You'd always crack me
Yeah.
up, man. You know, be like,
I'm back.
oh hey, how are you?
Oh yeah. I'm back at that, man. God
Yeah.
damn, that's my resolution right now. Like I'm trying to be a fucking written, directed by Keith Jardine, a fucking guy. Like I need to use that Instagram and yeah, I mean it's right there for me. I'm just too lazy, you know. I like to be in the moment and all that, and I just need to think differently and get back to doing those posts and all that. And I love when people reach out to me on the Instagram and all that, but I'm like, you know, like you do something, it's like, oh god damn, I should have recorded that. That's me all the time.
Always.
It's so hard to remember that. Like today's kids, man, they always have their phone in their hand, always recording shit.
I'll never be that. You go to a concert and you see everybody looking at their phone. They're like, you're at the fucking concert. Like, what good is that?
Use
You can watch
your
that
eyes.
somewhere else.
Yeah, man. It's weird.
I'm an asshole. I'll tell people, I say, hey, man, I didn't pay $100 for this ticket to watch the back of your fucking phone. Put that shit down.
Hey, good for you, Joey.
You're 6'6". You can get away with that shit.
And there's people behind you. Come on, man. I paid $100 for this
Hey,
ticket.
man, sit
I
the
ain't
fuck
paying
down.
you
Like,
back.
Yeah, right. They're
Sit
like,
your
hey,
ass
bro,
down, bro.
Hey, I'll squat a little bit. Shit. My bad.
Yeah, right on, guys. So what do you guys talk about MMA? Like, what do you guys do? What's the show? What do you guys mostly do here?
talk about
Oh,
MMA,
Shit.
we talk about MMA,
break down
outside
the
stuff.
latest UFC events.
Yeah.
Do you still watch
Yeah.
do you still watch UFC?
Yeah, I watch some. Like I watched 300. You know, I'm a
Yeah,
huge Max
hell of a
Holloway
card.
fan.
What did you think of 300, Keith?
Yeah, well, the best card ever. I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I'm talking about,
Whenever
bro.
they say a card's not good, it's great. Buy that card.
Oh yeah.
You'll be a fan after watching
Strickland
that.
guy's interesting to me. You guys pay attention to him?
To who?
Strickland.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
Sean Strickland.
dude.
I love Sean Strickland.
Rudy does
Dude,
an amazing Sean
challenges
Strickland
people.
impersonation.
He's what?
Who does what?
Rudy, he impersonates Sean Strickland to the T.
Oh, let's see it, man.
I talk about his I talk about the things that we're gonna do, and then I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know, fuck that shit.
That's him, man. And just like he puts his money where his mouth is, show up to the gym and spar me. Fuck it. And I'll
I
put
see
it on.
old
Whatever.
David Goggins ain't showed up yet.
Yeah.
He's not going
that
to.
never happened. Nah.
He's too busy
No,
running his
but
mouth, crying on Instagram.
There ain't no motherfucker put his money where his mouth is like that guy. Like I don't care about his politics and all that shit. Like who gives a fuck? Like he's got his opinion, but goddamn, you wouldn't want to do that to Diaz brothers though. That'd be different. Like you'd be yeah, that you wouldn't do that to. You won't go to Stockton and do that though. That's different.
Nah.
No,
You'll
your ass
get
will
like
get jumped by everybody.
It wouldn't be a
slap.
gentlemanly fight.
No.
I love the Diaz brothers, but yeah, I don't think it would be that.
What do you think of Pereira?
You know what? It's funny how the fight. People always say that the UFC evolves, and I don't think it does. I think it just changes. And light heavyweight used to be all about the wrestlers. Back when I was getting out of it, that all the wrestlers come in, and a lot of them went to Bellator, but like it was all just like big heavy punches wrestlers, and you had to be that to compete there. And then John came in, and then a new wave of kickboxers came in without the wrestling, and so now he's the best kickboxer by far of all these guys. But it'll come back to wrestling pretty soon. So, like John, that wouldn't be a good match, him and John, because he wouldn't spend more than a minute on the ground on his feet, you know.
Yep.
So I love that guy. Like I love watching this fight and all that, but like he's a few fights away from what everybody's saying about him.
You're saying like he's a few fights away from greatness?
Yeah, a few wins from that Khabib.
Powhatan.
Yeah. Yeah, and that Khabib thing too. Like I'll go off on that for a while too. Is I love him. I love his style. Everything about him, like everything about him, is great. But you can't put him in the GOAT conversation because he was the best in his generation. And you look at guys like John and GSP and Anderson, where they fought like 2 or 3 different generations, and the
Right.
longevity of that, and the fact that they lost and came back and won and all of that. Like you can get anybody on a rise and get 10, 12 fights in a row or whatever, and then retire on top. I don't think that puts you in the GOAT, you know.
To me personally, I hate his fighting style. His fighting
Oh.
style is boring as shit to me.
Ooh.
Khabib,
Oh, Khabib.
fucking, he's a wet
I
blanket.
like it because see, there's boring like Chael Sonnen, like I like Chael Sonnen, but he's not a lay and pray man. Even though he's grappling and not really standing up that much, but he's never stopping, man, and he's just relentlessly moving forward. That's why I like it, man. It's not just like he's not just holding a dude down, you know.
Right. Like Damian Maya. Now that's a backpacker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
David Maya. Oh my god.
I bet if you roll with Khabib, I bet he feels like he weighs 400 pounds.
You know, I can attest to George is the only thing. I rolled with George a lot and trained with George a lot.
Mhm.
And he's 170 pounds. If I had 170 pounds, I was light heavyweight. If I shot him, if I did a bad shoot in the middle of the ring on him, it would feel like he busted my shoulder because of his sprawl. And he's just so innately strong, you know.
Have you ever been in a movie with him?
Yeah, I did some cheesy bad movie with him. When I was first starting.
Yeah, go ahead and drop that. Go ahead and drop that title. I want to watch this.
Yeah. I've done some really bad movies. How's that?
I love bad movies, man.
Me too.
That's my thing, bro. I love bad movies.
Mystery Science Space Theater.
Oh yeah, that's my
Oh,
thing,
yeah,
bro. I
yeah.
love
Bro,
that.
my wife watches that shit relentlessly.
It's hilarious.
I think there needs to be that again. I think some people can make a lot of money off a YouTube channel just mocking movies.
I think so too. We should do it, Roberto.
I think we should.
Yeah.
We should do it. Start our own
It's hilarious.
YouTube channel just mocking movies.
Or fights.
Or that too, yeah. I know, right? Get banned.
Just do us commentate the bad fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly, the only place you could get away with that is like Rumble and X. Everywhere else, it hits you with copyright strikes and all this other crap.
Yeah. That's interesting. The worst commentators ever. The worst ringside commentators, just talking shit the whole time.
That'd be entertaining right there.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
That's actually a really good idea.
Like you ever see that Ozzy commentates anything? That kind
Oh
of
yeah.
Oh yeah. That dude's great.
That dude is.
I want to see. I want to see a fight night where Mike Perry and Sean Strickland, do the whole event. That'd be amazing.
There you go. There you go. then they start fighting each other.
I know, right? What do you mean? Fuck you.
I think this is a screenplay idea, guys.
Right?
Hey, you know what? It's amazing. I like this idea.
I would just be coming up with damn names like, oh, we put him in the Guadalupe arm bar. The what? Yeah, that's it.
He's in trouble.
He's in trouble.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Stretch his butthole.
Man,
taps out in the second round.
I log on to X, bro, and the first thing I see developing: the woman behind Donald Trump at the RNC is going viral for allegedly grabbing her own pussy. That's retarded, bro. Look at this crap.
Oh my
God.
Oh shit.
Oh damn, she had to itch that thing.
That's so retarded, bro.
Keith.
The internet is wild, man. The internet is wild.
It's crazy the world we're living in right now, isn't it, guys?
Oh
Yeah,
my
it
God,
is.
yes.
Indeed.
It's a
It's
wild, wild
nuts.
west out there.
It's like you can't get worked up, man. I'm bearing witness, man. It's just be fortunate to live now.
Yeah, people get way too worked up on the internet.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
take it as real life. Like go outside and literally touch grass. You know, some people just need to step away, get away from your phones, and focus on yourself, better yourself, man, so you can better everything around it. And a lot of people don't do that.
100%, man, 100%. I like a world in the future where I didn't have a cell phone anymore.
Yeah, same here, man.
Yeah.
Shit, my grandpa, he's in his early 80s, retired Navy. All he has is a little flip phone, and he barely even has that bitch on him.
You know,
He-
I got my first phone. I was already fighting in the UFC, and I didn't have a cell phone. And people used to make fun of me because I would still go to the payphone. You always have a wad of paper in your
What a-
pocket. You have all the phone numbers on it.
Hell
Did
yeah.
you have a beeper?
No, I didn't have. I had a beeper for a long time, but I didn't then. I just didn't have anything. Like people would call me and like, oh, I guess he's not home. I mean, it's like the idea that people can get a hold of you anytime now is just so. It sucks, man.
It does suck. I never answer, so it's kind of like the same thing. You're like, man, why do you have this phone? You never answer. Like, no, I don't like
Yeah.
calls.
My phone is never on, but still, people
'Cause
know
I
they
like
call
porn,
you
I
and
don't
they know
like
you're
you.
eventually gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm not. I'd rather go back to a beeper.
Yeah.
Man, I remember paying $9.99 a month for my beeper, and I never got a phone call on that
I
bitch.
paid like $4 a month, bro. So that just shows I'm older than you, Joey.
$4.99. I
46
remember
this
that.
year.
Yep.
It's
$4.99.
$4.99.
$4.99. Dude, I used to have that beeper and a wad of quarters in the car, and every time I get a code, I knew exactly who was paging me. So I would go and stop at the fucking payphones and call that number, and sure enough, all my friends had a code.
Yeah, man, that's great. Me too, man. I was a wildland firefighter, and so you get paged and you get on a fire, but you'd have
What's
to
up, Kylie?
race to that fucking phone and get on it, because if somebody gets it before you, they get the fire, and that's how you make a living, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's just wild, man.
That shit, yeah.
Yeah, the good old days, man. Things were a lot easier then.
That's what the motorcycle's good about too. Is like, man, I was out on my motorcycle. Sorry, I couldn't answer the phone.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, but I saw you recording yourself on the motor. Yeah, that's true.
But that's why I couldn't take your call.
Yeah.
Can't
Because
answer
I
the
was
phone.
recording
It's going
myself.
live on it.
That's right.
So you
Oh,
fought at
yeah.
what, 185, 205?
I fought at 205, and then my last two fights, I got a stupid idea that I'd cut to 185, and that made me old real quick. I fought two fights. I remember I didn't even take a piss the whole time from making weight to fighting the fight. I was so dehydrated.
So Rockhold and Gracie, right?
Yeah, those weren't even fights, dude. My last fight was against Musashi.
And that was a draw.
Yeah, I got lucky with a draw because he had an illegal point. But I fought that on 8 days' notice, and I jumped in and I got the most tired I've ever been in my life. That guy was fucking good, man.
What you walking around at now?
About 227, I imagine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So you're not looking like Chuck Liddell then.
No, he looking big.
That son bit boy, he put on some weight, boy.
Oh yeah.
And it's like that motherfucker found some Dunkin' Donuts and did not stop.
Fuck it. I don't know how he made that. Yeah.
He's still holding on to the mohawk though.
Yeah. No comments. I feel bad for the guy.
No.
I got rid of everything when I was done fighting. I cut my beard off that I used to have, and I used to have a Bronco that had all the mean stuff all over it. Man, it's like I'm not talking about Chuck at all, man. But that's what makes me think of for myself. Is like, dude, I don't want to be the guy back in 2007. That's when I did this and I did that. That was my prime. Like I'm literally in my prime right now.
Right.
like burn that stuff down. Like what I'm doing is way more competitive and way harder than anything I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, isn't it weird
That's 'cause you're
how
grown
the
as a
older
man,
you
that's why.
just like the older you get, man, like a decade is like a lifetime. 5 years is like a lifetime, you know, so much can change.
Yeah, man. Right. It's like and you start thinking of your life, how you had so many different lifetimes. Like when I was a fighter, that was a whole different lifetime.
Right.
And I was a way different person then. I was a football player before that, and I was, this before that. And yeah, it's just yeah, your lifetimes. So many lifetimes in a lifetime.
It's crazy stuff, man.
But this is my last reinvention, man. Like I don't know how old I am. I'm 48, 49, something like that. Like I can't fail in this, and like, what am I going to start something else and be something else in 10 years?
Right.
Like I need to hit at this, and this is why all my time, dude. Every day. Well, now I'm editing, but every day, no matter what, since 2018, I think 17 or 18, I spent 2 hours writing every day just to like that's the only. It's almost like going to practice for a fight, Like I just got to put that time in every day, because I don't have 10 years.
Right.
And I think I got a story, guys. Wait till you see my short, and wait till you see my feature, which is way better. Like I have a good style, and I have a good a unique style and story, a dark humor, and fun and exciting, and it makes me fucking laugh. So hopefully it makes everybody else laugh. The best feeling in the world is being in a movie theater and hearing people that you don't know laugh at your movie. Like that's the best
Right.
feeling in the world. Best as good as any fight,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, Keith, I always ask this to everybody that jumps on our show. Do you believe in the paranormal?
What's paranormal to you? Like just like ghosts and stuff?
Anything that has to deal with the paranormal. I mean, it could be UFOs, Bigfoot. I mean, we have one of our Bigfoots here, Joey.
Jardine, baby, what's up?
Yeah, man. Of course, I believe in UFOs, and of course, shit, I think they've been here for a long time, or whatever. But like, maybe they aren't even charged now. Who knows? Maybe it's AI. That's the future. I don't know. I believe in metaphysical stuff too. Like God isn't a bearded man in the sky. He's something much greater that we can't even conceive of what that is. So yeah, I believe in all that stuff. That's two way different topics. Ghosts and stuff. I don't believe in ghosts. I would love to see a ghost, and maybe that's why I've never seen a ghost. Like it'd be so fucking awesome to wake up in my room and like there's a fucking ghost there. Like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? How the fuck did you get here? Tell me what it's like to be a ghost. I mean, like it's not scary. It's fucking great,
Dude, Roberto's an actual ghost hunter, Ghostbuster. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
Only
recruited.
people-
He's recruited Isaac
Only-
Valley Flag to go with him.
Oh yeah, yeah. Robert, am I right? It seems like only people that are afraid of ghosts see ghosts.
Yeah, it is yes and no. I'm not afraid because I've been around it and I've seen it a shit ton. I did a ghost investigation and an interview with Isaac Valley Flag at an abandoned slaughterhouse. I'm gonna have to send you the link.
Cool.
Yeah. So I got something going on, man, and I would like to talk to you about that, dude, because I think it would
Love
be
to talk
amazing
to
to
you about it,
collaborate.
We'll
It
write a
has to
story.
include it. Yeah, it includes fighters and includes haunted and abandoned locations.
Cool, man. Cool, dude. I got one story. I used to work in a mine, an old abandoned mine in Nevada.
Bro, you need to write a book.
It was an old mine, and they closed it, called it Gooseberry. They closed it down because it had a really high mortality rate. People would always die there. And me and my dad were just there trying to reopen, exploring, seeing what was caved and what wasn't caved in the mines.
Fuck that.
The break house. Dad would tell me stories about how like there's a long hall in there, and we'd go there to use a phone because we didn't have cell phones, right? So we have to go into the building to use a phone because we stayed there and actually lived in the back of our pickups, and that was it. But yeah, I'd be doing push-ups down in the hallway, And then there's an old guy that worked there, a keeper, and old I forgot what his name, Vern. Yeah, old Vern would come down the hall, and he would be there, and I would stop to let him by, and then I would let him by, and there'd be no one there, because he just heard the footsteps and all that. And goddamn, when I was in there, and I'm not a scary guy, I already told you, man, I would get the hair standing up in my arms and get the weirdest feeling. And then down in the mine, like at the 500-foot level, it's the pitchest black you ever seen. And no one's been down there since they closed down but us. And like I fuck around, I turn the light on and off. You couldn't even see the hand in front of your face. It's so black.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
around. And I saw a whole bunch of dead animals just lined up in this one little spot in the mine, right next to a part where something fell through and caved in. And it was so weird that just right there, like, how did they get there? Like a bird, mice, and like a lizard, and like just different animals all lined up dead in a straight line. It was really strange. Anyway,
Roberto.
Yeah, I'm about to get in my bedroom and pray.
I want to go. I want to go film now.
I got one for me. This is one of my favorite stories. I used to live in a house that everybody said was haunted when I first moved here and started training. Not moved here, off of Central and Maple, and it was a really old house, and everyone said it was haunted. And in fact, I had Nate Marcourt and Ted stayed there for a while once when I was on the reality show, and they said they had to go somewhere else because it was too bad. But I never seen anything except for one time. One time I was sleeping, and I heard this mechanical noise. What the hell? And I get up to my house, right? So I go into the kitchen where the noise is coming from, and my fucking blender's running, and I turn it off, and I make sure there's nobody in the house, and I go back in there. I look at the blender, and like, what the fuck? And then so I just I pulled the plug, and I just went back to bed. It's like, well, if it goes off now, I know that I've got a problem.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bro, can you imagine that ghost going back to the shadow realm, telling all the other ghosts, like, bro, I was just in this house and I got ran out by a 6 foot something, 250-pound naked man with his blonde goatee that came to a point and cauliflower ears. I was like, no, dog, I got to get out of here.
Does anybody ever confuse you for Woody Harrelson?
All the time, my man. I used to think it was good because, like, man, he's got a good acting career.
He does, man. He's awesome.
Some of the Woody parts. No.
Only you, Rudy, would think of somebody that he looks like.
No, I get that all the time.
Yeah, my probation officer.
The two biggest ones is that and Techno Viking.
Yeah, Techno Viking. That's the other one I was going to ask you about. Does anybody ever, confuse you with Techno Viking?
All the time, and I never deny it.
I'm good. I typecast people all the time, bro, and I nail it all the time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, Keith, is Jody ever going to jump back into the cage?
Man, she I don't know. She's the head of ACS now. Mm-hmm. Which is amazing. Like she just she got a job with the city, and she just flew up really quick, and now she's in charge of this whole department, saving lives and all that. She's always saved lives, and everything's like come together for her right now. Like she's worked with SWAT, she's worked with search and rescue in the helicopter, where she would rappel down and save people and rappel them up, pull people off mountains, that kind of stuff. Really dangerous stuff. And she went on SWAT calls with a SWAT team. She's a SWAT medic, where she was sit in the Bearcat and actually when they were like raiding houses and all that. And she just give first aid to people that's been shot and all that. Like she's a superhero, man. And that's what fighting for her is. She's always a great fighter, and she's always done well. And I was always proud that she's so amazing to watch. Because, for me, being exciting is everything. Being tough and being exciting is more important than anything. But fighting's always been a hobby for her. All these people are professional motherfuckers that are trained and that's all they do. She's on call all the time, going on these calls, going on these flights, doing all this stuff. And okay, now I'm gonna take maybe a month just to train for fighting solely, and go to Poland and fight a killer UFC woman. So I'm always really proud of her for that. Not too many people know that, you know.
Yeah. So I never knew.
UFC fighters don't have a day job.
True, very true.
Yeah.
And I never knew that Jody did all of that. Because I've been following her forever. And I know she doesn't post much on social media. That's why I was asking, if we would ever see her back in the cage. And now that I know that she's doing what she does, I mean, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, but she wants to, man. She wants to say goodbye. She wants to talk. She wants to do something, you know. Even bare knuckle, for God's sakes. Which I would love to do that. That seems like fun as shit, but like I don't got that kind of time, you know.
If you would do and jump in on bare knuckle, man, who would you want to fight?
Oh, I'm not even in that part. I don't even know, man. Not
Whoever,
man. Yeah. I barely hit a bag right now every once in a while, so I try and stay in shape. I'm in good shape though.
Yeah, but you just said bare knuckle. That looks fun as shit.
Yeah.
That was your words.
Yeah.
He's like, just put me in there with somebody. I'll do
it. They're paying a lot of money, man.
Yeah, they are. They are paying a lot of money to do that.
Like we said,
what about slap fighting?
I'd never do that, but it don't hurt that bad to get knocked out, right?
No.
Probably the best thing that happened is either you win right away or lose right away in the bare knuckle, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be your famous word. I need to put that on a T-shirt. It didn't hurt that bad.
Yeah.
So I got two questions.
Yeah. What
would be your UFC Rushmore? And the other one would be the hardest punch you ever took, and who was it?
The Rushmore would be John and George. I think with John and George, and always Anderson, right? Like he had a good run. And the fourth one, like who's the fourth one? Give me some people.
You.
No.
I would have said that. Me.
There's a Rushmore of lunkheads, maybe. Fuck, who am I forgetting?
Randy Couture.
Right about Randy, yeah. What about Randy?
Randy, no. Come on, who's
BJ Penn was my favorite.
Oh, BJ, yeah, BJ.
Yeah, BJ's a good one. BJ. Max Holloway, bro.
Max, I think Max is on his way, dude. I love Max. BJ is he's so good, dude. BJ in his prime. I'll just go with those three. I don't know what my fourth is. There's Khabib. I put Khabib up there on the fourth one.
So we're looking at our super chats. We got Howie Lichter asking, "What's your greatest memory from your career?"
One of my favorite memories is, I can tell so many of them. Just because we were just talking about it, what struck my mind first is when I fought Musashi, and like I said, it was 8 days notice, which doesn't seem a big deal for people anymore, but it was for me, man. I fucking died. And a guy like that, he's a tough motherfucker, man. And he's one of the toughest guys I ever fought. Just like you can tell on his face, like there's no give, you know. Like in the whole fight from beginning to end, it's like I'm going to destroy you. And I just remember when that fight was over, I just remember squatting down in the end of the cage, and that was the real end of my career right there. And just like, whew, I did it, and just that really surreal feeling, and man, I got beat up in that fight. I made it through the end, and luckily got a draw. That was one of my favorite moments. Of course, Chuck Liddell, when I fought that fight, and looking at the crowd, and knowing that my life was never going to be the same afterwards. I mean, walking down the ring after that, and everything it took to get in that ring was something, you know. there's just so many moments. Quentin Jackson's one of my favorite fights of all time. I broke my nose like 2 weeks before that fight, sparring with Shane Carwin in Denver. And yeah, I couldn't breathe through that whole. Everybody has fucking excuses. That's why, like, yeah, everybody has excuses, man. I'm sure he probably had a broken shoulder or something. So anyway, but my thing is I couldn't breathe, and same thing. Like, he was up for that fight, and that was a good version of Quentin, and we were coming for each other the whole time, and after that, I got knocked down because in the third round I didn't know what the score was. Like, I was just surviving that whole fight, and so I thought, man, I better go for a knockout, and I got knocked down in the last 10 seconds, and Douglas Crosby come up to me and said, dude, if you didn't get knocked down, I had you winning that fight.
Damn.
But the best, what I was getting to, the best thing, Brian Stan was in the audience, and you guys know Brian Stan. He's a war hero, and he's one of those war heroes that doesn't really talk about it, you know.
Right.
And that Silver Star winner and all that, and he told my manager John, who I'm about to meet for dinner, that you know, I'll be in the foxhole with Keith anytime, and you can tell him that.
Nice.
And I know a guy like that wouldn't say something like that if he didn't mean it, and I know for a guy like that, something like that really means something.
Hell yeah.
So those are the memories that just came to my mind.
That's awesome, man. That is amazing. And the other question Joey asked, who was the hardest hit you ever took from?
Oh. Probably somebody I probably wouldn't remember it. Vanderlei shut me down right away. That's a fight that one of the fights I regret the most. Not because I lost that fight, because Vanderlei is such a legend, and I have no idea what it's like to fight Vanderlei Silva. I talked to his coach, and they planned for me leg kicking him right away, and they're going to hit me with that overhand with a leg kick. And he turned his leg in to bait me for it. And I wasn't going to do a leg kick for the whole first round because I just fought Chuck and I beat him with a leg kick. And but I couldn't resist, and I let it go, and he hit me with an overhand right behind the ear, and like in the first 30-20 seconds, I don't know, that was it. So
Dang.
and I was probably out for about 5 minutes on that one.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's rough, man. That's rough.
But the real punches are the ones like the leg kicks, like a heavy leg kick. Like, believe it or not, Forrest had really heavy leg kicks. Those are the things that'll take the soul out of you. Like, getting punched in the
It'll
face.
wear you out.
Yeah, getting punched in the face isn't that big of a deal. Like, you get to a fight where you're in the third round where, goddamn, you're so tired, it hurts more to move than get punched in the face.
Right.
Yeah, so something like leg kicks or body shots will take the life out of you.
I always tell my wife, because I did Muay Thai for a little while and I did BJJ for a little while. I always told my wife, I was like, if shit was ever pop off, I said the first thing you want to do is either do an inside leg kick or an outside leg kick, because them people will not know what the fuck is coming next. And most people do not know how to react to a leg kick.
Nope.
No, man, no. And it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, right? Until you feel that buried down into your fucking femur. And oh my God.
It's a nice thud.
I told my wife too, if somebody ever gives me an inside leg kick in the street, I said, go get my pistol. This shit ain't.
But hey, so that's right. That's right. You've done Muay Thai before, but it's not the kick. It's yeah, I can take anybody's kick. It's the second kick. Right?
I'll take that first one. I ain't taking that second.
The second kick, yep.
And that's where I fought too. Is I'll take that first kick and I'll trade it off for a punch. But then now I gotta start checking it.
Yeah, screw that.
Hey, but boxing fight. The hardest I ever got punched probably was a boxing fight. I fought a really good boxer. Ended up being a draw. I got the first time I had like 3 pro boxing fights, and this is like my 4th one. And the guy's like some sort of regional champion or something like that in the lighter weight. And this guy was a real boxer. And like, I'm looking at his left hook, and it, bam, hit me with a time. Bam, hit me again. I'm looking right at it. Bam, it hit me right again. I don't know what to do. He's that fast, right? Anyway, I end up he beat the shit out of me for the first 2 rounds. Closed my whole face up, both my eyes completely blind, and I just remember like, man, there's only 2 ways out of this fight. I can't quit. Well, 3 ways. I can't quit. I don't want to get knocked out, so I better figure something out. So I was able to turn it around and end up being 3-3 or something like that. But by the end of the fight, my eyes were so closed, like, and I was blind. I had contacts that were completely gone. Then, like, it was like a movie. The last round, I would force my eyes open, like without my hands, and then it would just the vision would just close like that.
Tunnel
So I
vision.
forced it
Yeah, it
in.
sucks.
Like, there he is. I'd plan my combination, and then over black, I would throw my combination.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So, Keith, I saw you fight an unsanctioned fight a long ass time ago at the old Greg Jackson's gym. You fought a guy named Dilbert from the Buck and Dex show. I don't know if you
Oh,
remember that.
Jesus. Yeah, I remember something
Buck,
like that.
I
yeah,
remember
Dex.
something like that.
When
The old
Buck and Dex,
Dex.
yeah, when Buck and Dex had their morning show, Dilbert was on there, and he was always calling you out. And until finally you guys agreed, and that's when I went there and I saw that quote unquote fight.
That was that small little room, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, great, man, great. Man, we used to just kill each other in that little room. We used to spar
Oh,
so much. Oh my God.
oh yeah, man. When I
Running
I
into
would go
walls.
there, I would go there a bunch of times to interview fighters and shit, and yeah, I would see you at the corner just destroying people, and
Yeah.
yeah, man. I
Who's been,
but that fight
who's,
of I will never forget that fight.
who's been your guys' favorite interview so far?
Shit, you. For
No.
me.
Come on.
I don't know, man.
Man,
We've interviewed a lot of people.
yeah, we've interviewed
Yeah.
a
Nothing really
shit
sticks
ton of
out.
people.
Like we did that guy, and that guy was awesome.
Well, I pissed off Ken Shamrock once,
No
because
way.
I called him
Yeah, we
Frank.
had
He got so fucking pissed, bro. He didn't want to be called his
Oh.
brother. That's like the one thing that'll trigger him. Do not ever call Ken Frank.
we
Oh,
lost
and
him.
he's gone.
Maybe he left on purpose. We'll never
No,
know.
We'll never know.
Ba-dum, ba-dum,
I wonder if his phone. You know what? We're having an actual.
Dude, he definitely needs to write a book.
Yeah, he does.
This motherfucker talking about fighting fires, being a UFC fighter, being a director, producer, writer, going to the mines with his dad, seeing dead shit. Bruh.
And then his wife saving lives in the mountains.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my wife's a superhero. I don't know if you know that.
I know, right?
Like, fuck, dude. Damn, I forgot to ask him how big his wang was. Shit.
He's probably listening right now. Oh man, and let's see if he jumps back on. I'm sure he will, or he'll message me. And we are actually having a rainstorm right now. It's raining like fucking crazy right now. So
Bro, our weather has been so bipolar here.
Oh, he hates Ken Shamrock, bro.
I know he does.
He hates Ken Shamrock, so he just disconnected. He's like, "Fuck this." No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, his phone died.
His phone died.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
All right, well, let's take it from the top, Roberto. Let's do the rundown.
All right. Well, quick shout out to Keith Jardine.
He's back.
Oh, is he coming back on?
Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh. Did he plug it into the charger? Hey, what's up, Keith?
Hey.
Oh, he jumped off.
He saw Mark and he's like, "Fuck that!"
Oh shit! The professor's in here.
Fuck this Canuck.
He's
like, "Fuck that Canuck."
Oh man! All right, well, let's get into Is he joining now?
No. I'm saying this
Oh,
fight,
okay.
this weekend's fights.
Yes, this weekend's fight in the MMA kickboxing grappling Muay Thai category. Mine and Rudy's favorite promotion, One Friday Fights, happening tomorrow morning. One Friday Fights 71. That's going to be streaming live at Fightbook MMA, and I will be having the live results with the video highlights. So go check it out. Also live on UFC Fight Pass, Cage Warriors 174 London. That's going to be on Saturday. Obviously, we have UFC on ESPN 60. And Fightbook MMA is going to be covering an event, Cage Titans 66. Our boy Jarrett Kelly is going to be out there reporting live for the website. In the boxing bare knuckle slap fighting category, on Friday in Indio, California, live on the zone, we have Alexis Rocha versus Santiago Dominguez. This is a 12-rounder in the welterweight division.
That just rolled
Also
off your tongue, dude.
Right?
It's amazing, Roberto. Looks like Keith. We got Keith back on.
We got Keith back on. I don't see him. We don't see you, Keith.
Maybe
You guys
driving.
hear me? There you are.
There he is.
There you are.
Hey man, I might die any second here, man. I got 1%. I'm plugged in, but the
Okay.
car, so who knows, man.
All right.
Dang.
That's okay. That's
We're gonna
all right.
let him do his shout
We
outs.
love you, Keith.
plug his
We
stuff.
love you, Keith. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
Also on Friday,
I was just gonna say, man, the movie, his movie Killer Cafe should be coming out. I think they just finished wrapping up that movie. So once it's available, we will blast it on all the social media and let everybody know where they can get it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Also on July 19th, in Caracas, Venezuela, we have Carlos Canizales versus Ivan Garcia Banderas. This is a 12-rounder in the junior flyweight division. In Tokyo, live on ESPN Plus. This is a 3-title fight event.
Another one? Damn, bro. Is this another Mexican fighting?
Junto Nakatani versus Vicente Astrolabio.
I knew it.
They're fighting for Nakatani's WBC bantamweight title. Next title fight, Kosei Tanaka versus Jonathan Rodriguez. The 12.
I'm not doing that, bro.
They're fighting for Tanaka's WBO junior bantamweight title. Next title fight, Rico Cano versus Anthony Olsduaga. This is a 12th round.
What the fuck? Stop it. Mark, stop.
Not me.
They're fighting for the vacant WBO flyweight title. On Saturday, live on ESPN Plus in Birmingham, England, another title fight. Nathan Henney versus Brad Pauls. They're fighting for Henney's British middleweight title.
Oh my god.
That's not even a Mexican name, dude.
You said Henny, bro. Mexicans drink Henny, don't they?
That's The next title fight is Chantelle Cameron versus Ethan.
Make it stop.
It's pretty clear that Mexicans like to fight.
Yeah. A 10-rounder for the vacant WBC Women's Interim Junior Welterweight title. And the fight that all the fans have been waiting for, live on DAZN in Tampa, Florida. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Why? Because it's in Florida?
No. Mike Perry's technically Mexican.
In Queensland, Australia, another title fight. Che Kennelly versus Angie Paola Rocha. Oh, there's no Mexican music.
I heard the band.
Oh, there it is.
This is ridiculous.
It's time to
They're-
ranch it up.
Oh shit!
They're fighting for the WBA vacant light heavyweight title. And if you're not watching every single fight,
You lose.
Oh shit!
yes, sir.
Yeah, you lose. You're a loser.
Loser, straight up a
No,
loser.
You're not a real
No.
fight fan.
You're not a real fight fan.
No, you're
casual.
You are not
You're
casual. You're a casual fan.
You get nothing.
Nothing.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Beta.
Hey, Mark.
This guy know you gay?
Oh damn!
Oh.
Do they even have gays in Canada?
Yes, we do. You fucking
Yeah,
tired.
I bet you do know.
Their
I
You're
bet you
looking-
do know. Look at you standing up for them.
Our
Yes,
prime
we have
minister,
gays.
that's what they call it.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have
right.
gays in Canada.
Yeah, my brother's gay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Really? That's mind blowing.
Guys, there was
All right, now it's a part of the
UFC.
show where Mark talks about his personal life.
No, I'm not talking about personal life on here. Fuck off.
Tell us more about your brother.
No,
I'm
Is his
just
name
kidding,
Skid?
dude. No one wants to hear about that.
no, they don't.
UFC on ESPN 59. Yana Mayunas versus Cortez happened last weekend. What do y'all think about that fight, guys?
I thought it was a legit card, dude. UFC Fight Night Namajunas versus Cortez. It was legit, bro. I'm definitely gonna give it an 8. I think it was a solid event. I would have probably had a perfect had I not done a pick flip. That's the last time I'm doing pick flips. Last minute pick flips. I ain't doing that shit no more. I'm sticking with my guns. Luana Santos with the win. Montel Jackson with the win. Jasmine Jasdavicius. That's one of the wins. The ones that I didn't pick flip on this one. This is had I not pick flipped and I picked right on this one. I went with my instinct with Jasdavicius. I knew she was going to win. Fatima Klein was coming in, short notice, untested in the UFC. This was her debut and she lost a unanimous decision. Charles Johnson, I knew he would win that fight. He was an underdog, probably one of the bigger underdogs on this card. Julian Erosa, another underdog on this card, won the fight. Razak Al-Hassan, Cody Brundage looked like he just wanted out of that fight. I mean, he was being smart, bro. He knew he wasn't winning, as short a time it was in the 37 seconds or whatever. And then he got he got hit in the back of the head, bro. And I don't blame him.
Times or some shit like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, so it was ruled a no contest. Gabriel Bonfim, unanimous decision against Ange Lusa. That fight wasn't that great. Drew Dober versus John Silva, that for me was fight of the night, and it did get fight of the night honors. That fight was badass. If you didn't see Drew Dober's face, he had a huge gash on his eye. And John Silva stepping up, coming in, to a heavier weight class on short notice, 6 days notice, coming in with a win, TKO, doctor stoppage. Fight nerds. This dude's for real, bro. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Muslim Salikov. I don't know why this fight shouldn't have been the co-main event. It should have been Drew Dober.
No, it should have been Drew Dober.
That was a
We even said that last week. We said that Drew Dober fight should have been the co-main.
Yep. Yeah, because that was a snooze fest, split decision. And then we get to Rose Namajunas versus Tracy Cortez. Like I told you guys, she was going to light her up. And that's what she did, bro. She's coming in on short notice. Hats off to Tracy, cutting down, making the weight. But she lost, bro.
Rose sent no fake lashes to the shadow round, boy.
So we got Keith joining us again, so he can sign off and let us plug all his stuff.
Hell yeah! What's up, Keith?
Hey guys.
Hey, bro. I know you're gonna be having dinner here soon. Go ahead and give your shout outs. Plug your shit, man. Go for it.
Hey, you know what? It's a great talk, guys. Thanks for everything. Really unprofessional. I ran out of Steve, man, on my phone. I thought it was plugged in, but man, great talking to you guys. I'd love to do it again. Just follow
Yes,
me on
sir.
Twitter, on Twitter and Instagram at Keith Jardine 205, and I'll let you get all the updates. I'm going to release my short here next week, and the feature coming up soon.
Awesome.
Will
Thank you,
do.
Love to
Keith.
do it
Really,
again, guys.
real. Yes, sir. Let's do it again. Keith, really, really appreciate you jumping on, man. Um, and I will be reaching out, giving you
Love to
what
hear it,
my
bro.
idea is,
Yep.
and see if we can make it happen, bro.
All right, brother. Let's do it, man.
All right, man.
Later, dude.
Have a
Bye,
good night,
guys.
brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Jardine. That was awesome, guys.
What's his Instagram again?
What?
What's his Instagram again? Keith Jardine
Keith
205?
Jardine 205.
Go ahead and follow him now.
Yeah. Follow him there, and then he has his link to his
And that
Broken
was
Year
pretty cool,
production
you
as
know,
well.
how it just flowed in from the last UFC event into
I know, right?
getting Keith. Yeah, so that event, I gave it a solid 8. It was entertaining
Yeah.
from start to finish.
I don't think
I like
Rose should have been the main event.
Yeah, I mean,
Her past 2 fights, man, have been fucking snooze fest.
well, it
The
was
only-
supposed to be her and Macy Barber. That's really the main event. Why it was
That
the
would
main
have
event.
been a good fight right there, man.
Yeah. But that, I guess it depends on who she's fighting, because the past 2 times she's fought, like, it was a struggle bus to stay awake to watch it.
Facts. That's true.
And the only entertaining thing during that fight is when she punched old girl's fake eyelashes off in the first round.
That is
So-
true. That
Yeah.
Was
But
she
you know
wearing
what?
fake eyelashes?
dude, she always wears fake eyelashes.
Oh, that's
Every
just
single
weird.
fight, all the time. She's always wearing
I
them.
don't like fake eyelashes.
Thug Rose sent them
Yeah,
bitches to the
dude.
shadow realm, boy.
She's like, nope,
Get this shit
not
out of here.
today.
Whack.
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
No.
So the rest of the fight, she was like this.
She was just batting one eye.
Yep.
Right.
If I was her coach, I'd have ripped the other ones off. Like, we ain't going out like this. And go ahead and
All right.
Cage News. Oh shit! Jumping straight to that, huh?
Yeah, buddy. I don't have a topic. I got busy at fucking work, man. What are your guys' outside the cage news?
Trump assassination.
Oh yeah, that's wild,
mean-
bro.
Mhm.
Me-
That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't know, it's been less than a week out, and there was an attempt on President Trump's life. Some would-be assassin, some 20-year-old tried to take him out, and there's all sorts of conspiracy theories floating around, bro. It's madness. It's madness, dude. Social media has been very toxic the past couple days.
Yeah. I mean, we're not huge. We try to not talk about politics in our show ever. Just because that's just how we are. But Trump, doesn't matter who you go for, what side you're on, he's still a human being. And if you're celebrating somebody trying to get assassinated or killed or hurt, you're a piece of shit. Because that's a person. A person is a person.
Amen.
Don't go out there and saying, "Oh, it sucks that he didn't die or whatever." You are a piece of shit, because that is a person. It's a living being, human being. So, for another person to celebrate for somebody to almost get killed, that's just wrong on you.
Yeah, not cool, bro. As
You
much
see what
as
happened.
I don't like Joe Biden, I don't wish anything bad to happen to that dude. I want him
At
to
the end of
go
the day, that's
and ride
somebody's
off into the
dad, that's
sunset.
somebody's husband.
Yeah, bro, go
Yeah.
live your days out with your grandchildren and let them give you ice cream all day long. That's what I'd be doing at his age. That's what I'd want to be doing, not running a country, bro.
You see what
But-
happened to Tenacious D because of it? Jack Black's band?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole cancel culture thing, bro. I think people should be allowed to say what they want. even hate speech. I don't care, bro. I mean, you let people show who they really are when you give them the freedom to talk, and you give them enough rope to hang themselves, so to speak. And that's what Tenacious D did. And I mean, I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for anybody who doesn't really mind their P's and Q's and realizes, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm stepping out of line by saying shit like this. Maybe there's consequences. And maybe you feel like you're on top of the world and there are no consequences for you. But sooner or later, you're going to be looking down the end of that that barrel
that
one
might
day.
ruin their friendship.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, people are, you know, they make mistakes, bro. And, you know, I think Kyle Gass apologized. So did Jack Black. And, you know, I accept their apology. I don't, like I said, I don't get so bent out of shape with people on the internet. You know, sometimes people say stupid shit in the heat of the moment, and they don't really think things over. And you know, there's always a path to forgiveness and redemption, I think, and everybody should be entitled to do that. Now, again, if these guys just said screw that, I could say whatever I want. They should have done it. You know, no remorse. I'm not going to show any remorse for you either, but. I don't know, man. People just get way too wound up in shit. Really wound up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a big headline, you know, outside the cage news, like we always talk about.
Yeah, it
And,
was.
but you know, Trump is a president. I mean, no matter what, he's still the president. It is what it is. He is a human. Like I said, he is a human being, and to celebrate
Trump is a
him,
fucking G.
well,
Trump is a G, bro.
yeah.
Trump is a G, man.
For him to do that fight shit
To
and
stand
you know,
up,
dude,
I'm like,
yeah.
bruh.
I mean, I don't know if people saw that picture. I'll pull it up.
That boy got the slangers on him, son, because I
I
wouldn't have done it.
remember I was watching it live, and then I saw that happen, and bro, I mean, just the feeling of horror and dread comes over you. And like I said, that would happen if it was Joe Biden, you know, just the sense of just like, holy shit, did that just happen? Did I really just see that happen? And it was insane, bro. It was an insane moment. I think for everybody, dude. I don't know if that didn't make you feel some kind of way, you know, there's something wrong with you, bro. There's something wrong with you. I mean, the dude.
That's going to be one of the most iconic pictures for a long time.
Yeah, the dude shot, almost got his head blown off, and then stands up and puts his fist up in the air and starts telling people to fight. And then you hear all these other people like saying, oh, he's stoking violence. Like, bro, I don't think you understand. I mean, I don't think you understand why he did that.
That's the pussy story.
You know, he's not going to look weak, bro. He didn't look weak. When that happened, I was like, holy shit, this dude is a G, bro. He just survived an assassination attempt and he wanted to go back for his shoes.
Let me get my shoes.
Like, you couldn't write it. And, you know, people were saying, oh, you know, it was all scripted. It's a conspiracy. And I'm like, oh, who's a conspiracy theorist now? Who's this conspiracy theorist now? Like, come on, man. Y'all are weird.
I got a question for you, Mark. So all three of us are from the United States, and as you don't know, our damn country is divided as a motherfucker over this damn election. What is it like? You being from Canada, what's y'all's view on what's going on in America?
On these guys?
Yeah.
It's kind of divided as well here, to be honest. I think there's a lot of Trump supporters here in Canada. There's a lot of Trump supporters here. A lot of people want Trump up here running us, so it's kind of divided, honestly. It's a little bit, there's a lot of people that are happy about it, and there's a lot of people that are, you know, just like these guys, pissed off about it. So honestly, I'm still shocked myself because I didn't think it would ever happen, but you know what I mean? If y'all don't like it, fucking just change the fucking channel. Piss off. He's a human being. If you don't like it, fuck off.
It's the Kennedy curse.
It is.
It's the Kennedy curse. Because Kennedy was running for president.
But yeah, it's pretty divided here in Canada as well. Like,
and they took Kennedy out. A 3-letter agency took Kennedy out because he was trying to stop a war. And we're in a similar situation where Donald Trump has stated that he's going to stop the wars. And he was the only president to not have any wars during his presidency. So what happened is these same three-letter agencies may or may not have. No, I'm not even going to go down that road, bro. I don't want to get banned. Yeah,
No.
but
Well, in that
let's just say the official story. I'm not buying it. I don't know what to tell you. But it doesn't make sense. Come on, like I don't buy it. Nobody buys it. Nobody buys it. Even the people on the left are like, just dude, I don't buy that. That's a ridiculous story. What are you talking about here? What are you talking about here?
What are you talking about?
Really? That's mind-blowing.
So let's change things up and talk about something else. So what do you want to talk about?
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That was awesome, Rudy.
So what do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? Well, let's talk about UFC Lemos versus Jandiroba. It's happening this weekend. Rudy, what are the start times for this event?
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up.
Where's that poster at?
Yeah, it's UFC Fight Night Lemos versus Jandiroba. The prelims start at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Well, actually Central Standard Time. So 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central, and 3 o'clock Pacific. So it starts a little early. And we probably have a good reason. Know why, because they're not going to compete with Jake Paul and Mike Perry. Come on,
right?
Man. Yeah, so the main card starts at 7 p.m. So let's take it from the top, boys. UFC Fight Night. Opening up the card with Muhammad Usman versus Thomas Peterson. This is a fight between two heavyweights. I'm not particularly interested in this fight.
Me neither.
Because Kamaru Usman I don't know, man. He's not
heavyweights.
Yeah, but these are kind of like not the kind of heavyweights that stand and bang, bro. Oh,
no, not exciting heavyweights.
You know what? Before we get started and jump into this card, I want to break down the fight poster. Yes. On paper, this card looks I'm going to be honest, it looks like shit. It's just on its face, it looks like a 2. But this card has an amazing, and it's always the cards that you least expected. They always come out with the best fight posters, and this is definitely one of them. I'm going to give this fight poster a solid 9. I think it's awesome.
It's clean.
It's clean.
I give it a 10.
You know what? I'm going to give it a 10 because they got Jandiroba's good eye. That's ridiculous, bro. Did you just say this? No, but seriously, it's a good poster, bro. So I'm going with a 9, and I'm going with a 10. It's a solid 10. I love it.
Same. Now that you mentioned about the eye, I'm going to go with the 10.
All right, back to the card. Muhammad Usman he's a minus 150 slight favorite. Lost his last fight. He was on a 3-fight win streak, and then he lost to Mick Parkin. I think that's Tom Aspinall's training partner, Mick Parkin. And that was a boring fight, a really boring fight, unanimous decision. Most of his fights were unanimous decision, except for his first fight into the UFC against Zach Pauga. But anyways, Thomas Peterson, he came into the UFC and lost to Jamal Pogues, unanimous decision. This is going to be sandwich fight of the night, bro. I hate to say it, but we haven't said that term in a couple of weeks, probably over a month. No. Sandwich fight of the night to start off the
Big
card.
Time.
I'm going Muhammad Usman with a unanimous decision win.
Usman by snooze fest.
Usman by snooze fest.
So who you got? Who you got, Joey?
I got Peterson by knockout round 1.
Damn. All right.
Whoa.
All right. Next up, we have Michelle Obama versus Lucy Pudilova. Look at her, bro. It looks like Michelle Obama, right?
She does.
Michelle Obama. Bro, I want to see her standing next to Gregory Rodriguez. And that's right there. They could do like a Netflix miniseries on Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. And they're using UFC fighters. Because he's Obama, bro. They're like the Obamas of MMA. Anyways, Luana Carolina plus 100 underdog going against Lucy Pudilova. Luana Carolina is stepping up in weight to take on Lucy Pudilova, who's dropped her last two in a row. They were decisions. And I don't know, she's a minus 120 favorite, lost 2 in a row. Carolina's going up in weight. She won her last 2 fights 2 in a row. Who you got on this one, guys?
I'm going to go with Carolina winning by KO in the round 2.
Yeah.
I think
KO, damn.
Yeah, dude. I think she's going to knock her out.
I don't think so, bro.
Dude, if Lucy loses this fight, she's done for, bro. She's got the pink slip coming.
For her.
I think Lucy Pudilova is going to do what she's got to do. I mean, if she was going down in weight, I would think Carolina would probably smoke her. But Carolina's coming up in weight to take on Pudilova. And Pudilova, the last 2 fights that she fought, they were close decision losses, man, and they weren't scrubs. And I don't know, man. Luana Carolina just very weird fighting style. She's not she's not entertaining to me at all, bro. So we're gonna go with a double-decker sandwich fight of the night to start off the card, 1 and 2. So get you a loaf of bread, folks. We're gonna be rolling all night. Who you got, Mark?
We make sandwiches all night.
All night long.
You got Carolina?
Yep.
All right.
I'm with Carolina.
And the odds got even closer. Luana Carolina's plus 112. Pudilova is minus 108 underdog. All right. So next up we have Loik Radzhabov versus Trey Ogden. Loik Radzhabov is a minus 150 favorite. Won his last fight. Trey Ogden won his last fight as well against Kurt Hollowball. Unanimous decision win, plus 125 underdog. Who you got on this one, guys?
Radzhabov.
Oh, Radzhabov, man. Like we always said on the show, never go against the Bobs, Gobs, Snobs.
And I did, and I lost my last one. So yeah.
Anyone with an OV or an OF?
Yeah. Always pick them because they're gonna win.
I mean,
I can see this fight winning where Radzhabov wins probably in the round 2, the second round with the KO. Trey Ogden, he's no slouch for sure.
No.
We can, I'm not gonna say that he is, but I don't know, man. I think with the momentum of Loik winning his last fight by KO, I think he's gonna bring that momentum in, man.
I mean, it's going to be a fun fight, bro. I
think
if Trey Ogden can survive, he stands a good chance of maybe getting a decision or getting a submission win.
Or
I don't see that happen.
Sure.
See that happening. I see more of a decision win going if it goes long, because Loik, he's a big dude, man. Carries on a lot of mass, and he's going to gas out. He does gas out, but I'm thinking he's going to go in there and find that spot and light him up, bro. I'm going to go with Loik Radzhabov with a second round club and sub finish.
Yeah, buddy.
Who you got, Joey? Mark?
Radzhabov.
However you say his name, yeah.
All right.
Radzhabov.
And Loik Radzhabov is a minus 117 favorite currently. Trey Ogden minus 103 underdog, slight underdog. Not a big deal. But next up, we have Miranda Maverick.
Yeah,
against
buddy.
Dion Barboza. Miranda Maverick, friend of Fight Book MMA and soon to be on our show.
Yep.
I recently bought some products from her. I'm hoping to get them sometime this week. I talked to her this past weekend. She says you're going to ship them on Monday. And I haven't checked. I haven't had the time to check. But Miranda Maverick taking on Dion Barboza. Dion's coming in on short notice, I believe, for this fight. Miranda Maverick was supposed to fight last go round. Who was she supposed to fight, bro? It's slipping my mind.
Wasn't it Tracy?
Yeah, it was Tracy Cortez. That's right.
Yeah.
She was supposed to fight Tracy Cortez, and they switched that out and gave her Dion Barboza. So minus 205, favorite going up against plus 170 underdog, who's won her last 4 in a row, coming off LFA, won in the Contender Series, and won her first fight in the UFC, unanimous decision win. Who you got on this one, guys?
Hey,
Miranda.
gotta go with our girl, the Maverick, man. She's Fear the Maverick. She's gonna be not trying to be biased or anything, but yeah, she
We can
looked
be
really,
biased.
yeah,
I'm
she
going to be a
looked
little
good.
bit
She
biased
looked
here.
good. Yeah, she looked good in her last 2 fights. Yeah, I'm rooting for her big time.
Yeah, I
Plus,
mean,
she's gonna be a guest. She's gonna be a guest in our show, probably in a couple weeks. She's gonna take a break next week and then jump on the following week. Because next week got a surprise guest, guys. Another UFC legend. I'm not gonna say who yet because I gotta confirm next week, but gonna be dope. But yeah, for sure, Miranda, she's gonna take it, and I'm gonna give her the decision win.
yeah, I'm going
Can
Miranda
we give him a
Maverick.
little hint?
Yes.
Can we give him a little hint?
Let's just say, okay, I'll give you a
Little
slight hint.
hint.
A
Little
slight
hint.
hint. And
He's a
let's
movie
just say,
star.
no, he's not a movie star. He submitted a guy who tapped the air. So he submitted a guy and he tapped the air. So if you know fight, if you're a fight fan, you're gonna know that. He submitted a guy and the guy tapped the air, bro. He was tapping like that. It was ridiculous. It was like one of the, and probably the whole, it started the whole, freak show fights outside of, Pride.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Miranda Maverick. I got her winning via club and sub submission in round number 3. I think she's going to outwork Barboza and get her tired. There's levels of this game, and coming in the UFC against somebody who's fighting, a chick who just went up against a champ, bro. I mean, she got smoked, but still, Miranda Maverick has been in there with some killers, and I think she might even finish this early, but I think she's going to grind her down, wear her down, and get her, make her submit. I have a good feeling that's going to happen. Second or third round.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have Brian Kelleher versus Cody Gibson. Brian Boom Kelleher hasn't had the boom in 2.5 years. He's lost three in a row. Plus 190 underdog going up against Cody Gibson, who also hasn't had the boom for nearly 2 years. Minus 230 favorite. 19-10-0 against 24-15-0. These guys are, these are studs in MMA, bro. They've been in here for a while. 36, 37-year-old. I don't know, man. This one's kind of like
I don't know, dude.
I got Kelleher.
I'm just
Gibson.
Coin flipping this one, man. Gibson.
Are you? Okay.
Gibson 5'10", 71-inch reach against Kelleher 5'6", 64-inch reach.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna step out for a second, boys. I gotta go piss.
Oh, that second. That's gonna take you like 5 minutes, bro. You're 6'6".
Outside the room. I'll be right back.
He pissed like a horse. Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of want to go Kelleher decision. I think I'm gonna do that, but I don't know, man. I don't know yet.
I'm going Gibson decision just because Kelleher had, bro. Come on, his last 3 fights suck.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I see the weigh-ins tomorrow.
Yeah,
see if that tells me anything different. I want to see the face-offs, bro. Once I see the face-offs, I'll have a more definitive answer. But as of now, I'm gonna leave that blank. I can't change it. Whatever.
Dude, this fight right here.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Haider Amil versus Jong Young Lee.
Yeah.
Haider Amil is 9-0. Yeah, man, this dude is a killer, bro. Against Jong Young Lee, 11-1-0. Road to the UFC
winning streak, bro. This guy is a G, bro.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Korean
I don't
Tiger,
know.
man. Oof.
Who do you guys have winning this fight? Minus 185 favorite for Jong Young Lee, plus 155 underdog for Haider Amil.
I'm going for Lee. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lee KO round 3, man.
Yeah, late KO.
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a fun fight, man.
Yeah, this one's gonna be fun, bro.
I think from this fight on, that's when the fight card is gonna pick up.
Yeah, that's when the card's gonna spark up for us, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree, bro. Next up, we have Duho Choi plus 135 underdog against Bill Senor Perfecto. Senor Perfecto Algio.
Eso. Échale ganas, compadre.
So who do you got on this one, guys?
I got Algio.
Yeah,
Algio, bro.
I'm going Bill Algio. I see some people saying Duho Choi is going to win. That dude hasn't won in 8 years, bro.
Hasn't done much
8
in a while,
years.
has
He hasn't
Yeah.
won in 8 years, bro.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Shit.
And
Yo,
his last fight was against our boy Kyle Nelson, friend of the
Mhm.
show, been on our show twice already.
Yep.
But yeah, man, he hasn't won a fight in 8 years, bro, and he's supposed to go in there against Bill Algio.
Algio's
And they were hyping Algio up when he came on the scene. And funny thing is, he also lost to Kyle Nelson as well.
Kyle Nelson.
So both of these guys back to back to our boy Kyle Nelson. I'm going with Bill Algio. I think he's going to win this fight. And I think it's going to be a club and sub.
Yeah, first round club and sub.
I'm going
Joey?
second round, dude. Submission, Algio.
All right.
All right. Next up, another friend of the show, Cody Durden, fighting against Bruno Silva. Cody Durden, minus 120 favorite, lost his last fight against Tagir Ulanbekov. Going up against a straight up killer, Bruno Silva. He's clubbing and subbing people. Won his last 3 fights. He's a plus 100 underdog. 34 years old up against 33-year-old Cody Durden. Who you got on this one, guys?
I got Durden.
Got to go with our boy Durden, man. Decision win.
Yeah, man. People counting him out. Bruno's got really good jiu-jitsu, and he's a hitter. But Cody's no slouch, bro, on his feet. And just when you think you got him, you don't, and he'll turn it up on you. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't bet against Cody Durden anymore. I did when he first came on the scene, but because he beat one of our boys bad. Yeah, man. But whatever. I ain't gonna talk about that. Cody Durden. I think Cody Durden. I think he's gonna find the chin, bro, and sink his arm around it. I'm gonna give him a late submission win.
Nice.
Decision win for me.
Decision. All right. That makes sense.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have Kurt Hollowball versus Kyan Krzyzewski. Kyan Krzyzewski. I don't know if I'm saying that. Bahia. Kurt Hollowball, plus 130 underdog, going up against a minus 155 favorite. Both lost their last fights. Trey Ogden and Elvis Brenner. And Elvis Brenner's not anything to be ashamed of.
No.
But before that, I mean, he was on quite the streak, man.
Yeah, he was.
And Kurt Hollowball's been in there for a while, man. Who you got on this one, guys?
I'm gonna go with Bahia, round 3 submission. I think he's got what it takes to do it. It's gonna take him a long 3 rounds, man, for him to find that neck. But I'm gonna give him the submission win, round 3.
I'm going Hollowball.
I'm going Krzyzewski via decision.
Krzyzewski.
All right. Next up, another friend of the show, been on our show a couple times, Steve Garcia against Sung Woo Choi. This is going to be a great fight. Minus 145 favorite for Steve Garcia. Won his last 3 fights. Sung Woo Choi won his last fight against Jarno Aarons, unanimous decision. But before that, he was on the chopping block, man. So I think he's on the chopping block again. I don't think he's going to win this fight. I think Steve Garcia is going to bully his ass and probably knock him out. I'm going to go with it, second round TKO.
Yep. Yep. Steve Garcia, man. That's a friend of Fightbook MMA, a friend of our show, friend of mine. So yeah, I'm picking Steve
Garcia because America.
I said America.
Fuck yeah.
All right, next up we have Brad Tavares versus Jung Yong Park. Brad Tavares was also close to the chopping block. He lost to our, Barack Obama of MMA, Gregory Rodriguez. Jung Yong Park lost his last fight against Andre Muniz, split decision. I don't think he lost that fight. And he was on quite the tear, man, before that. He's a minus 185 favorite, going up against plus 155 underdog in Brad Tavares. 33-year-old Jung Yong Park. It's 36-year-old Brad Tavares. Who you got on this one, guys?
I got the Iron Turtle winning by decision, bro.
Iron Turtle by submission.
I got him winning by submission.
Submission.
Yeah,
I see that too, man. I see that too. And if the submission does happen, it's going to be in the second round.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. He takes it all in the first round, then he just subs him in the second or third. So that's what's going to happen. Sorry, Tavares.
Yeah, Jung Young Park likes to feel things out, the first round, and then he kind of attacks.
He takes your punishment, then he subs you after. So that's what he does. He takes your punishment.
He gonna get put to sleep, boy. Tavares gonna whoop his ass.
He could.
He
I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening.
Iron Turtle, bro. The Iron Turtle.
Tavares
got this.
Because America.
Brad Tavares. He's got like a Mexican American name.
Yeah, he does.
Brad Tavares.
Brad, if you're watching this, you know who picked for you. You know who picked you to win, buddy.
One picking you. Next up, we have Amanda Lemos versus Rob Schneider.
Oh my!
I don't know, bro. Look at Amanda Lemos. She looks weird in this picture, but so does
she. Looks like she's becoming what is it on Dragon Ball Z? She's leveling up.
She's going nuclear, boy.
She's becoming a Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Amanda Lemos, she's a plus 110. Plus 110 underdog. Virna Jandiroba's minus 135 favorite. Virna Jandiroba's won her last 3 fights. Amanda Lemos won her last fight against Mackenzie Dern. Before that, she lost to Weili Zhang. She's no slouch to being up there, bro. She's fighting killers. But Virna Jandiroba, same thing can be said for her. And I don't know, man. I'm not sold on Amanda Lemos, and I think a lot of people aren't yet either, dude. Plus 110 underdog against Virna. I know Roberto, when we first started the show, before we started the show, we were talking about this, and you said you have Amanda Lemos.
I have Amanda Lemos winning by decision, bro. I think she's gonna take it all the way. She's just got to win by points, man. Don't let Lemos or Virna outstrike her.
She's not going to outstrike her, bro. She's going to wet blanket her ass, bro. Virna Jandiroba.
Well, yeah, that's true.
She does a great job. She does a great job against strikers, bro. Against strikers.
She does. All she's got to do is take them down.
And Lemos does a horrible job against wrestlers and grapplers. Yeah. And that's what Jandiroba does. She's going to time the shot, time the punch, time the kick, go for the takedown like she always does. She's going to grab a hold of you, dude, and it's like a little monkey on your back, bro, and she's not going to get off. And this is going to be sandwich fight of the night, number 3. Yep. So
the main event.
I'm telling you, it's the main event, and this is going to be a big old club sandwich, bro. It's going to be Virna Jandiroba via decision.
Yep.
Right on. Well, I am locking my picks. Right on.
I still got to go back and choose that other fight, but
yeah,
that breaks down UFC Fight Night Lemos versus Jandiroba. Tell us what you think in the comments. If you think we're wrong, you think I'm full of crap. I've been hitting, bro. Lately, I've been hitting, and yeah, man, just like I need to stop doing last minute pick flips. Is what I need to say. That's why I'm holding off.
I'm holding off. Stick to your guns.
Yep, stick to your guns.
Whatever you pick in just stick with your first pick, man.
And that's why I'm holding off till tomorrow to give me a full decision on what I want on that. I think it was the Cody Gibson fight. So, all right.
Right on. Well, that's our show for tonight, fellas. We had an amazing talk. I don't want to say interview because we talk to our guests. We don't interview them. We have a conversation with them. A lot of these other podcasts, they like to just give out and say the same old damn questions every single time. Not with us.
You ain't gonna get a boring question out of me.
No.
You will never get a boring question out of any of us. We just carry on a conversation. Yeah, we do. All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. Quick shout out to Keith Jardine. Thank you so much for jumping on, man, and really do appreciate it. It's pretty cool that he wants to come back onto the show. Hopefully, we can get him back on once everything settles with his movie and see how it does, and he can talk to us about that.
Damn, I didn't even
For all
realize
the
he was in the movie Logan. That's badass.
yeah, dude. I think he was in the
Yeah,
first
he's been in a
part.
lot of stuff.
Like, I think he was in the
He's done a
first
lot of
scene
shit,
of the
yeah.
movie.
Oh, he's been in a lot of shit. Look, I'll show you guys. Look.
Shows, movies, a lot of stuff.
He was in Breaking Bad, 3rd
Yep.
season.
Yep.
He was in
Yeah,
Long
man, he
Mile.
was in Breaking Bad. Look at this guy's look, bro. I mean, from 2008, Crank, Gamer, Death Warrior, Unrivaled, Breaking Bad, Recoil, Tactical Force, Verdict, Longmire, Enter the Dojo, John Wick, dude, Stretch, The Return, Maze Runner, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Mhm.
Like this dude has been in so
Everything.
much, yeah, and so many movies, and it's just crazy, bro. I would have never thought Keith Jardine would be Hollywood, Mr. Hollywood now. That's just crazy, bro. Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy life. And like I said when we were talking earlier, you know, just in a couple of years, it feels like a lifetime. You know, like a
Right.
different life, different things change in your life, and you find yourself doing something completely different than you would have ever even imagined. Yeah, that man, it's interesting conversation. Very interesting dude, man.
Yeah, for sure. Well, for all the latest news, go to fightbookmma.com. We're always pumping out articles there. Tomorrow, don't forget, I will have the live stream and the video highlights and the live results for the one championship event. And we're also going to be doing a live results for Cage Titans. Jared Kelly's going to be doing all that at the Facebook page. Other than that, just enjoy the weekend.
Mhm.
Be kind to everyone. Don't be a hater. Just love life, and that's it.
Work
Put
on
the
yourself,
haterade
people.
down. Put the haterade down and just enjoy life.
Work.
motherfucker.
Just focus on working on yourself, and the rest will follow.
Yes, sir. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Y'all stay saucy.
Yes, sir.